Le prix Marianne Chad Carey pour la chronique rend hommage à une éditrice de journal du 19e siècle qui a joué un rôle de pionnière. Née aux États-Unis et élevée par des parents noirs libérés qui ont été très actifs pour l'abolition de l'esclavage, Marianne Chad Carey s'est établie dans le sud-ouest ontarien au début des années 1850. Elle y a fondé le Provincial Freeman, un journal de combat pour l'abolition de l'esclavage et la libération complète des personnes ayant été réduites à l'esclavage. La devise du journal était « L'autonomie est la véritable voie vers l'indépendance ».
And the nominees are
Max Fawcett, National Observer. Max Fawcett impressed judges with his intellectually rigorous, critically informed, provocative, and engaging columns. In one submission, Fawcett highlights the federal Conservative Party's failure to confront the realities of climate change during a catastrophic wildfire season. He then rails against the cynicism of a federal Liberal government bent on using numbers produced by the nonpartisan Parliamentary Budget Office for their own politically expedient purposes. Finally, he condemns the use of misinformation around the COVID-19 vaccine by duplicitous actors and the preventable deaths their actions have caused. Judges said Fawcett's self-assured work displays formidable breadth and depth, nuance and complexity, revealing a columnist of courage with a signature voice and untethered mind. Negon Sinclair, Winnipeg Free Press. Columnist Negon Sinclair is also a university professor who informs and educates his audience with uplifting and engaging prose. And yet it is the why of his work that truly stands out. He is able to explain the significance of his topics in very few words, whether he is providing an Indigenous introduction to Premier Bob Kinew, writing about the Premier taking on the Reconciliation portfolio, or foreshadowing the defeat of Premier Heather Stephenson when she campaigned against the search of a landfill for the remains of 2 murdered Indigenous women. Judges said Sinclair sees hope in the people of Manitoba and writes with that energy, bringing the reader along to witness new possibilities. Adam Zivo, National Post. Adam Zivo excels in his ability to address polarizing topics with nuance, clarity, and insight. His submission includes columns on an Ontario NDP bill aiming to ban LGBTQ protests near queer events, straight pride, and the scandal surrounding Yaroslav Hunka, a Ukrainian-Canadian who fought for the Nazis during the Second World War. Judges appreciated Zivo's ability to vigorously and empathetically defend the principles inherent in Canadian coexistence, regardless of which side of the political spectrum one is on, and his skill at recognizing and refuting different arguments. They said Zivo stands out as a columnist capable of enlightening readers on contemporary issues with eloquence and depth.
in the columns category, the winner is, le gagnant ou la gagnante est Max Fawcett pour le National Observer. Congratulations to Max. He could not be here tonight to accept his award, but I believe someone else is here to accept it on his behalf. Oh, yes.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm not Max. You follow Max on Twitter, I'm sure you know that already. Max can't be here tonight and he's really sorry, and I'm super sorry because now he's won, but he did write a little thing in classic Max form. So I'm going to read that for you. It was an honor to be nominated, but let me tell you, it's a joy to win. I want to thank my editor, Adrian Tanner, my copy gurus, Shelley Wallace and Dana Phillick Gibson, my publisher, Linda Solomon Wood, for giving me all the support a columnist could need. I wasn't sure what to expect when I joined The Observer a few years back, and I'm sure they felt the same about me, but it's clearly been a fruitful relationship. I also want to thank my first boss in journalism, the late Ruth Kelly, who taught me to love magazines and Alberta and tried to teach me a few things about patience, discipline, and which fights are and aren't worth picking. I'm still working on that last one. I want to acknowledge my late dad, Brian, who some of you might know or remember. He made writing seem like such an exciting and interesting career choice, and while I've had my doubts at points along the way, it's moments like this that make it seem all worthwhile, and I want to thank, finally, my family, and especially my wife, for helping me lead a life that brings me so much happiness. I have always been too opinionated for my own good, but finally, it's starting to pay off. We're super proud of Max. Thanks.